3 years. Can you believe that this device has been around, the ReMarkable 2, for almost 3 years? We're right at the 3-year point when they announced this device, and we all got so excited about the ReMarkable 2 coming out for those of us in this e-ink world. Well, I've been using it as a daily driver for at least the majority of those couple years, and I want to go over some of the long-term kind of ideas behind it and why you may want this device and why you may not want it. So first of all, let's talk use case. So this has been a big controversy on this channel. When I first started off, our ReMarkable 2 videos, really, that's what built this channel. I was one of the first people to start reviewing it because I got one of the first units, and I did a ReMarkable 2 versus iPad, and that video just went crazy. It's what got me monetized, and hey, it brought me to you. You probably wouldn't be watching this, and I probably wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for this device. So I have a kindness and a fineness for this device. But I have to tell you, the use case for this device, it's really important to understand. This is a notebook replacement. That's it. It's not going to check your email, and it's not going to browse the internet. There's not a lot going on here. It is specifically designed to replace paper, and that's created a lot of controversy. And I think that's an important part. In fact, if you want to kind of know which device you should choose, you can go to my website, morningcoach.com. I got a free quiz. It'll help you kind of understand these devices a little bit more. But that's what it is, okay? So that's the first thing. It is a device used just to replace paper. With that being said, there are multiple devices that came along that have been competitors to it. The books came out with the Note Air. The Note Air is the same size. It does a lot more to it. I personally didn't like the Note Air. If you watch this video, or watch my videos, you're gonna see I'm using the Books Tab X for almost everything now. I absolutely love that device. But the Note Air I didn't like. It was really challenging to set up. There was a lot of things going on. It just didn't work for me. The Supernote A5X is another competitor that came out of the gates, and I actually like that device. I just don't use it every day. Some people love the writing of it. Some people don't love the writing of it. It has kind of like a gel feel to it. Almost, some people say like a grease pencil. Some people love that, right? And that's another competitor that has taken a lot of market share from ReMarkable 2. Customer service is off the charts. They do a really good job with it. The paper device is a device that we had on the channel that kind of took off, but QuarkLogic, the developer of that software, it's actually a Sony DPT device, is now having some trouble, and they aren't going to be around. And now Amazon has come out with the Kindle Scribe, and their software just isn't where it needs to be yet. The pen writes great, and they'll catch up, but they're still behind a little bit on the note-taking side of things. But for reading books, it's awesome. And like I said, the Books Tab X is just a device that I love, which I have here actually on my desk, that I use for my notes and everything right here. It's a big device, but it's a $900 device. Spit that out, JB, which is expensive, but it is my daily driver now. They've really figured out the software. Good job, Books, on that. But that's not what we're talking. We're here to talk about the ReMarkable 2. Let's talk about them. They came out with a subscription model last year, gave me the ability to create a lot of content, but really they got hammered. They got hammered really hard. In fact, they lowered the price. I think it's $2.99 a month now to back up your data and stuff. But they got hammered with that subscription model and have lowered it down. And I described that in other videos, but you know, there's VC money involved. And anytime you have VC money, venture capital money, they're looking for a return on investment, and subscription models is where it's at right now. So I get it, but it did make the community a little upset. Drove a lot of people to Supernote, a lot of people to Books. So that's something that is a little bit of an issue, but they've lowered the price so much that I don't think anybody really has a problem with it anymore. As far as battery life long-term, batteries held up real well over the past 3 years. No issues. I haven't had any charging issues. I do let it decharge once in a while. I don't keep it on the charger all the time. But the battery has actually really held up real well. As far as quality, I do feel that this is a piece of art. I love this device. It's just really feels like a piece of artwork. The issue is what comes to it is that it is a little fragile. If you're somebody that likes to, is rough on their devices, it will break. A lot of people have said theirs has broken, and there are some issues with it because it is pretty fragile, but I haven't had that problem. I'm pretty clumsy. The folio is, I think, the best folio in the market. Feels like leather. I really like the folio. I love the way the ReMarkable 2 just sets up. It's just a really great device. I have no other things to say about it. Is if I carry this around, and I've carried it around for years, I actually like it. But if you throw it in your backpack, be very cautious with it. It is something that can cause some issues. It can break. As far as the Stylus works real well. You can get multiple styluses for the ReMarkable 2 now, but the stylus that comes with it, it's pretty scratchy. I'll let you hear that. It's not as scratchy as the RM1, but it does give you a pretty good writing feel. And I actually enjoy writing on it. Again, it depends on what your use case is. I kind of get boring with that. Or bored. People get bored with me saying all that time, but that's really the key. Eraser works real well on it. You can see me kind of erasing there. Make sure you get the stylus with the eraser long term. It is worth the investment. And again, the nibs last about a month to a month and a half each. So you're going to be changing these nibs out. They do wear out, especially if you're a hard presser as me. But they are, they work, right? As far as the software goes, it works well, fast and clean. I've done some videos on setting up your ReMarkable 2. Basically, what I like to do is, the number system 00, 01, 02, and then put the folders in that way and then sort alphabetically. It works, again, for note taking. That's what it's for. That's what you're going to use it for. It works well. Again, I would tell you, if you're going to get the stylus I would get is the one with the eraser on it. It does make a difference with the device, and it does make a difference in the user experience having that eraser on the back of it. The Norris Digital Jumbo actually is a good stylus if you like one that looks like a pencil. It actually works well too, but that's my combo. As far as final thoughts, man, it's tough with all these devices that are out there. We're still all looking for the right one device. I'm going to do a couple videos here on some things that I think you should buy. Again, if you're just looking for a note taker, somebody that wants a single-use device, as I do, I use this, the free write, then this is the way that you want to go in this price range. If you're somebody that's looking for a little bit more, again, you can go to my website, morningcoach.com, and you can take the quiz. But the Supernote A5X has taken a lot of market share. I wish you could test it because it's all about the writing, and then you could kind of feel it out. Great customer service with Supernote. The Books Note Air, again, Voya, my deep guide, for those of you that watch e-ink a lot, does great reviews. Voya is an awesome guy. He loves the Onyx Books Note Air. I'm not a big fan of it. I didn't like the software on it. Like I said, I've gone to the Onyx Books Tab X, which the software is a little bit different. I do like that. Then you go that way. If you're a little bit more left brain and don't mind setting things up and you want a bunch of functionality, that's where you want to go. But been a great device. I'm anxious to see where they go with the ReMarkable 3. Haven't heard anything. We'll be obviously probably the first to know, but excited to see where the ReMarkable 3 comes out. But the ReMarkable 2, should you buy it in 2023? Yeah, it's still a great device. It works great. A lot of happy users. They got a huge customer base, had a huge marketing push, and really got these e-ink devices out there. I think everybody in the market is thankful for the ReMarkable 2. I can tell you I'm thankful for ReMarkable, and we're anxious to see ReMarkable 3. As always, hey, hit that like if you've made it to the end here. Thank you. I appreciate you watching this far. And then hit that subscribe button. It really does make a difference in what we're doing, and we appreciate you a lot. This is a community, and any questions you have, leave them down below. I try to get to them right away when the video uploads, so that way I can get to the comments and help you decide on what's best for you. And also, any questions on ReMarkable 2, just throw them down below. All right, thanks so much. We will see you in the next video. Lots of love to you. Hey, go have a fantastic day. Hey guys, thanks for watching. You made it to the end. That is so awesome. So there's more content. To subscribe, just hit this little icon up here, and to watch the next video, it's right there. Go have a fantastic day, and thank you for supporting our community.